Hello lovely people, it's me, Emma. Remember me from before? I really wanted my next video to be the Polaroid photo challenge adventure, but it's just been too dang hot. It's been too dang hot, but my PO box mail has built up and I want to open it so it's not sitting in a pile in my life, and because I want to open it and see what people have said. So let's just do a little update video, shall we? It's been very hot. I've been very busy. To be fair, I don't know when I would have had the time. Anyway, I guess it would have been easier to squeeze in half a day or a day of taking pictures if it had been cool enough. It's been super tricky, the heat, because it's my last week. It's the last week of my musical theatre beginners course, and therefore the showcase, the performance. And it's like, it's way too hot to be doing little silly dances all over the place. It's too hot for dancing. So that's made life a little bit harder. That's also made me really busy. The company that does these classes does an improvers class. It's like the next one up, which I'm definitely going to do, but I'm going to have a little break first. I'm going to have like most of a month off. I say that. I have other stuff booked in for in between. I keep booking theatre tickets. I'm taking my mum to see Back to the Future because she was meant to see it with me originally, and then she was too ill. Unfortunately, this happens. She was too ill to come, so I booked more tickets for us during theatre week because you get cheaper theatre tickets, yay! So I'm taking my mum to see Back to the Future. That's the day after the showcase. I thought we'd make a musical event of it. See my musical theatre showcase of like 20 minutes and then go and see something actually good and see Back to the Future. I'm taking Matt to see Book of Mormon, which again, I've already seen, but I love it so much, and I saw it years ago, so very happy to see it again. I'm not that surprised because it's amazingly well received by people and critics, and it is a phenomenal musical, but I'm still kind of surprised that it's been running for this long, Book of Mormon. It's great because I get to see it again, but still, gosh. For next year, I booked some very early tickets. The most I've ever spent on tickets to anything, probably, but definitely to the theatre. I booked a ticket just for me to Spirited Away, the stage show. The puppets, oh, they look so gorgeous. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. And I've also booked Stranger Things: The First Shadow because, I mean, I've got to see that, obviously. I'm obsessed with the theatre right now. I love Stranger Things. It's a no-brainer. I've got a one-day workshop American accent training. I've been doing a little bit, I mentioned a while ago, I've been doing a little bit at home on my own, although since I've started this musical theatre course, I've not done any because I've been doing my vocal practicing and singing and dancing about instead. You can only focus on so many things at a time. So I finished this musical theatre class, and then I've got a one day of just focusing on American accent work, which is cool and exciting. It's something I'd really like to be able to put on my CV. I think it's mostly useful, if at all. I've heard different things. If you start to train in acting or do any acting like classes or anything, even just for fun, here's a pro tip. As with most skills in life, I think, you will hear completely contradictory things from different teachers. So it's very important for you to just piece together what works for you and what you find to be true in your experience and talk to your friends and other actors and whatever. The funny thing is I heard this from an acting coach. I absolutely adore her. I think she's fantastic. And the acting coach who told me, or sort of told the class not to bother with accent work, does so many accents. She's got like a phenomenal repertoire of accents. And I've always thought there's not much point. There's so much. I do think the accent thing filters a little bit into like aesthetics, your appearance and stuff like that, where it's like the sort of thing where there's not much sense in changing it, because if somebody wants to hire somebody with this accent, they're probably going to hire somebody from there with that natural accent, right? It just, most of the time, it is probably a waste of time. But whenever American shows, American theatre comes to the UK, they want usually standard American accents. Obviously, there's different things, like Newsies is all New York and stuff like that. You get some Southern American stuff, but in general, I think it is useful. Or at least it seems to me to be useful based on castings I've seen. I think it would be helpful just to be able to do a general American accent, the same way it's useful to be able to do British RP. And also it seems like a laugh. Wouldn't it be funny to just be like, haha, I'm an American, haha. Ooh, I've not practiced in a while. What else? So the same company that I'm doing the musical theatre training with, because I really, really like them and I've loved this course. Obviously all the courses are different and by different teachers and in different locations, so it's not like I know exactly what they're always going to be like, but good things so far. So despite having been just about to finish musical theatre beginners and about to go on to musical theatre improvers, I'm gonna take their, I think, 7 or 8 week class in dancing for beginners, just because I think I still struggle with the basic shit like step ball change and stuff like that, and I think going over learning those basics, the basics of how to get choreography in your head, of just getting over being able to throw yourself in it more by not feeling like you look silly, I think is something that will help me a lot. So even though I might be doing slightly more advanced choreography in another class, I think it'll help to do dancing for idiots for I think it's called for complete beginners. At the same time, I'm just gonna go for it, because why not? It'll be fun, you know? And it's a bit of exercise. If nothing else, it's a bit of exercise. Ho-hum. Oh my gosh, I stumbled upon the most amazing film today. It's if you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen me mention this. It's a Christian, not parody, because it's not parody. It's like a, what's the thing? Like a, sort of like a knockoff, kind of a spoofy thing of Finding Nemo called Finding Jesus. And it is just so, the design's horrible. The 3D design, disgusting. Absolutely atrocious. It's exactly what you'd expect. They've got fucking massive cartoony bug eyes that just, they don't look cute, they look creepy. The voices are terrible. Every character is clearly voiced by an American, but for some reason the narrator is like trying to do a British accent, which is horrendous. And then there's like a racist caricature of like a Japanese man, and again that's clearly an American doing a really bad racist Japanese accent, and that character is literally a piece of sushi called Mr. Sushi. Oh my god, this thing is so awful. I am so excited. I'm going to watch it and review it for my main channel. I think it's going to be amazing. And if it is amazing, they did a sequel. And it's like, those are the director's 2 credits. This is Finding Jesus and Finding Jesus 2. I found it through Funhouse. I can't remember how they stumbled upon it, but they stumbled upon it in a video. And I thought James Willems made a great point, which is like, for some reason, Christian movie makers, some movies, it's like mainstream movies aside, because there are some legitimate good Christian movies. These kind of like lower budget indie Christian movies, they just can't do metaphor. There can't be like a story where it's an allegory for the teachings of Christ or coming to Christ or something like that. They can't do that. They can't do allegorical. They can't do metaphorical. It's got to be literally, the fish is like, and that's why Jesus loves you, and Jesus said this. Like, they can't conceptualize anything more than this just like completely shallow. Oh, it looks amazing. It looks so bad. I'm really excited. I love a bad movie. I love a badly animated movie, and then a badly animated Christian movie. Oh, beautiful. It's already getting a bit hot again. I put on this shirt because, oh, here's another thing that I want to do. I think what I'm going to do is do a demo for Patreon, because Patreon's been listening to me sing for the last few weeks anyway. So why not make people on Patreon suffer more? I've got like a big list, an expanding list of sort of unhinged sketch comedy ideas. There's one I want to do for Halloween specifically, which I've kind of forced myself to commit to by buying some materials for it. What am I going to do with a bell jar and loads of crepe paper if not this idea? So I have to do it, sort of thing. But I've had ideas for more stupid puppet stuff, and for some reason at the moment I've got, I guess because I'm in like musical mode, all I'm interested in listening to and singing along to is musicals right now. I went to see Death Note the musical twice. It's got no business being as good as it is. It's so amazing. I saw it on the closing night and they gave a little speech. The guy who plays Light is so cute. I just love them all so much. It's wonderful. Anyway, I ended up listening to Man or Muppet from the Muppets a couple of times. I love that song, and I was like, oh yeah, I thought about this a while ago, of doing like a cover of that with me and I think Marvin, and I think that would be really funny. I'd do it like, I'd do it a bit more dramatic, like try and get, you know, shots of me in the rain, like in the movie, and looking in the mirror, and Marvin looking in the mirror and stuff like that. But so I think I'm going to do just like a plain sort of demo version just to see if people like the idea or absolutely hate it. People love puppets, so I can't imagine that many people being totally against it. All right, so I have this big stack of P.O. Box mail. Well, it's not, that makes it sound like more than it is, but I've got some P.O. Box mail that I would like to open, so let's just dive right in. There is quite a bit, for me there's quite a bit in here. Okay, so first of all, we've got an Amazon package. Okay, so this is from Danish Debater on Twitter. Not looking for a review, but if you have feedback, I'd love to hear it. If not, consider it a gift regardless. Oh, that means it's a book. I've said a couple of times, which is probably why people keep sending them, but I really, really like getting people's books, mainly because I find it a bit motivating, because I've been writing this one thing for so long and I've never actually published it. I think I've never actually finished it. We're still on the first draft. So I always think it's amazing when somebody has actually managed to write and publish a whole book. Ooh, The Bible of the Modern Atheist. This is exciting. Embark on a journey of personal exploration with The Bible of the Modern Atheist. I can read, I swear. This unique notebook, authored by Miklas Cliff Lundmaritsen. I really hope I'm saying your name right. Apparently I can't even say the word hope, so what chance have I got? It's a tool for reflection, a catalyst for thought, and a companion for your personal journey. So this is essentially a notebook with little footnotes and sort of quotes, sort of thought-provoking quotes from philosophers and scientists and things like that. And it's kind of intended for you to spark your own intellectual philosophical journey. I think that's such a cool idea. I'm surprised I've not seen anything like this before. I love that. I'm 100% going to use this. That's a really cool idea. Thank you so much, Miklas. I pray I'm getting your name right. How awesome. Now I've got Man or Muppet stuck in my head. And it's going to be there all day. Where's my scissors? Oh, I'm dropping post. Why don't I put the rest of them on the floor and just hold the one that I'm opening? And we'll do them one at a time. Doesn't that make more sense? Yes, it does. Oh my gosh, that's insanely gorgeous. Stephen, this is so lovely. Oh my god, look at that art. That's incredible. It's acrylic on Yupo paper. I'm not an artist, as you can probably tell. That's so gorgeous. Ooh, it's got a link to his website. I'll put it in the description. Thank you, Stephen. That's amazing. I don't know what to say, I'm blown away. Just wanted to drop you a note with a thank you. I've really enjoyed your channel and wanted to give you this little thank you. Keep up the great content. Oh, Stephen, that's so sweet. I absolutely love that. That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. What a time to be alive. I so wasn't expecting to see my own face, but in a good way. And a letter. Am I a man or am I a muppet? So this is from Matt. I'm not going to read it or mention anything about it because it's very personal, but it's very, very sweet and I really appreciate it. Matt, thank you so much. There's some personal growth shit. Well, this is a very emotional mail so far. Yeah, it sort of always is. I'm always like so surprised and excited and kind of blown away by, I don't know, just people. Doing the YouTube thing, you get, you know, it's kind of easy to get fed up with people because you see people being stinky so often, and that's always what stands out, what we share around, but like seeing people be just cool and kind and growing and developing, it's actually really awesome, and it's kind of one of the coolest things ever to be able to see that. Let's see what we have here. Here's the silly thing I thought you might like. Okay, exciting, thank you, Will. So this is something called Chick Tracts, which is not something, Will asks if it's something we have in the UK. Not that I'm aware of, but apparently they're a menace in the US. So here you go, Big Daddy. And then there's this really kind of cringy cartoon where this one student shows up the teacher teaching evolution. It debunks this like evolutionary chart, something about whale penis. But the reason Will sent it to me is because of this beautiful advert on the back Now, I generally don't love thinking about this man. He's not someone I'm interested in ever doing a video on again or talking to, absolutely not. But this is just so fucking funny. I kind of want to put this on the wall. Maybe I'll just put it like on my sort of fan art pinboard. I want to frame that. I don't know. It's like a piece of history. Like, when he's gone, this is what we'll remember him by, and this is how we'll remember him, and I find that fucking funny. So thank you, Will. This is really great. I'm definitely going to put this on display somewhere. Maybe I should put it somewhere that you can see from my videos. I could probably stick it up in the background quite easily, actually. I might do that instead, because it kind of wants to be shared. Thank you so much, Will. That is really funny. And I learned something today. I learned about chick tracks. Okay, scissors. 2 more, right? Yes, 2 more. So this is really cool. This is a piece of jewellery from a place called Fly Style. I have a little booklet on how to look after my jewellery, which is cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't say who it's from, so just yell down below if this is from you, because, oh my god. Oh, this is so great. Okay, hold on, bear with. It's a little xenomorph. Look at that, it's so cool. It can go with my earrings. I love that. Look at that. I figure out a good way of doing the string so it doesn't get stuck on my head, but yeah. Look at that. That's awesome. I put it under my collar and it will sit so you can see it. Ah, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I wish I knew who sent it. That's really awesome. I love its little stubby T-Rex arms. They're not meant to be cute, but it's kind of cute. Okay, one more. I'm going to have to change out of my cool shirt. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I said this out loud or if I just thought it earlier, but I put this shirt on because I thought it'd be a fun one to wear for the Man or Muppet demo. But I don't know if I can do it. I'm starting to sweat. Holy moly! Eric, I will read this when I have time. This is like a whole book, a whole essay. Well, thank you so much, Eric. I will read this, not right now because it's gonna take me a little while. I can imagine it took a while to write, so thank you so much for doing that. It looks like we have some background in common. It looks like we have some interesting background in common, so very interested to see what you have to say. I might have to read it in parts. Those were all really, really nice. I appreciate the letters. I got my cute little necklace, that amazing piece of art, hilarious Kent Hovind ad. Phenomenal stuff. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna stick my fan on. I think it might be a bit... Try and decide whether it's too hot to record this puppet business. Also, I don't know if you can tell, I feel like you can, my voice, I feel like a cold has been threatening me because I almost wonder if I'm like psychologically encouraging it because I so don't want to have a cold right now because we've got to do the singing performance next week. So I'm drinking all the eucalyptus tea with all of the cold busting stuff in it and shitloads of water. But yeah, I can feel it in my throat a little bit. So thanks very much for watching. There will be a proper video adventure at some point soon. As soon as it's cool enough and I've got time. Oh, here's something exciting. Last thing before I go. My mum knows how much I love Halloween, and I always get her for Christmas one of those, like an advent calendar by like a beauty company she likes. So every day she gets a different like beauty product. She loves those, so I always buy her one of those. So she got me this little Halloween advent calendar. So when October hits, I'll keep you up to date with that. Oh, the excitement. The excitement never ends over here. Have yourselves a very lovely week, and I will see you really soon.